Welcome to the Stars Podcast. On this week's episode, end of the week recap with Mrs Ridgeway, school buses, Friday Assemblies, and a special note to our school families. On today's podcast, I just wanted to sit down with Mrs Ridgeway and check in, see how the first, well, I can't really say full week because we had a not hurricane day yesterday, which was beautiful.
Inspiring hurricane I've ever had.
It was like the best weather we've had all year.
It's beautiful.
Kind of got me ready for fall though, so I could really go for some.
Yes.
I don't know.
I almost went to Starbucks and got a pumpkin spice.
I was going to say that's.
And then I was like, nope, not yet. Not yet.
Maybe at least a pumpkin spice donut.
Ooh.
That would hit the spot.
That would be perfect.
Yes, just throwing that out there for anyone listening. If you want to bring some pumpkin spice donuts,
yes, or any kind of donuts.
It's true. Find your way to the staff's heart really quickly.
Yeah, we run on sugar and carbs.
And some caffeine thrown in there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Man, I forgot where we were headed with this now.
We got talking about food.
Oh, yeah, beautiful weather. So anyway, we had our first full week of school with all of our students here. And just thought I'd check in and see how it went as far as the middle school side of things. So, did you survive?
I survived. And I think all of our teachers survived. I think all the kids did great. It was really good to see everybody come together again, because I know the first week we were here, there were some kids who were like, I miss my friends, and everybody came together this week, and there was a lot of joy in the hallways.
Yeah, there was a lot of smiling faces and a lot less tears than I've seen in years past, at least. I didn't see any in middle school, I don't think.
No, I don't know of any tears in middle school.
Yeah, very few. My stomach hurts. Let me go home.
Not a lot of headaches.
Yeah. So, except for teachers, but the kids seem to be good. Yeah. So, yeah, it seemed to be good as far as I could tell. I'm glad that you kind of got the same feeling.
Yeah, and I think it went really well, especially considering that we're still in the process of working on that fourth building, which is coming along very nicely.
Yeah.
And so because of that, our transitions between classes for 8th and 7th grade are a little crazy, but they're doing really well with it. And I really appreciate how flexible the kids are, how flexible the teachers are, and just how easygoing this first week
It is good, because I know a lot of them are having to eat lunch in their classrooms, which is never ideal. We also had a lot of rain, which meant indoor recess, which is never ideal.
Never. That's our worst nightmare.
Yeah, so probably better off that this happened the first week of school instead of the last month of school.
Yes, it would be a totally different podcast if it was the end of school.
Yeah, a little more chaotic. So, well, good. And you're also over the buses this year. So how did everything go as far as the buses? I know just looking from Facebook pages that Moore County Schools bus situation is, I guess we can say, less than ideal.
I feel like I am very fortunate to be here with buses, because Moore County Schools bus situation sounds really difficult to manage, and I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Yeah, as far as I know, all of our buses showed up for every stop week on time. So.
All of our drivers have been here.
Yeah.
And I know the times have been kind of hit or miss. We pushed the school day back 15 minutes. Back 15 minutes, and we dismissed 15 minutes earlier, and taking into account the traffic circle in the morning and not sure how that would impact everything. The first 2 weeks of buses have been a little fluid.
Yeah.
I really appreciate everybody's patience with that. I think we do have our times pretty much narrowed down. Will you drive the route with the early time? How did it go today with early release?
I thought it went pretty smooth today. That's probably the quickest I've ever done a early dismissal route.
Nice.
So yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it's hard knowing what times are going to be realistic until you hit the traffic circle in real life a couple of times. And I know coming through US 1 on the other bus route, you never know how traffic's going to be there too. So I mean, pretty close though. If you're within 10 minutes, that's pretty close.
I'm pretty happy with how it's going. I think it's working out well. The parents seem to get the schedule now. I will say, if you signed up for a bus route and your kids are not riding, please let me know, because we do have students who are waiting for a bus route who need it and don't have a spot currently. So if your kids are currently on a bus route and you know that they have the availability but they're not going to ride, just send me an email, give me a call here at the school so I can take your kids off and pass that on to someone who is patiently waiting for their spot.
Right, because it's nice to have that spot for a rainy day, but if someone actually needs it every day, it's more beneficial for that person.
It is, and we do have some students who, their parents work really, really hard to get them to a community stop, or they're carpooling right now, and they desperately need that spot. And unfortunately, we don't have enough buses to provide everybody with the spot that we would like to.
Right.
That would be nice, though, if anybody would like to buy us a bus.
Yeah, we would accept that gift for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely, happily.
Yeah, and we've talked about, even if someone wants to donate a double-decker bus, we could really...
Oh, I think that would be a lot of fun.
We could really pack them in. Yep.
Get ourselves a red double-decker bus and just drive through Moore County.
I love that. It would be the Star's flagship bus.
That would be fun.
Oh, yeah. This year we're trying something a little different on our early dismissal days, too. We're doing assemblies, which people may not know what that's all about. They may have wrong ideas about what it's about. Mm-hmm. But having been in the assemblies and helped lead them today, I really think it's going to be beneficial this year, because each assembly focuses on character development for our kids, kindergarten through 8th grade, and we focus on specific traits such as how to deal with stress, how to solve problems, and just being empathetic with other people, and things that pretty much just make us decent humans.
Yeah.
So, and the kids really responded well to it. I don't know if you were able
to... I heard from a couple of kids and a couple of other staff members who were in there, not who were leading it, but they were in there just kind of supervising students, who said it was really great. They really liked it. They said that this is something they think is really going to help us in the long run. I know last year for 6th grade through 8th grade, we did a program called Friend to Friend.
Right.
That kind of addressed bullying and social media and being a good human being, a decent human being, and how to be kind and respectful. But unfortunately, that took so much instructional time. I think it was 45 minutes, 2 to 3 days a week for like 4 weeks. And it was a lot more than I liked seeing our students out of class.
Yeah. Right.
And so I'm really thankful that the arts department is kind of taking it on.
Yeah.
And
I like
not to put more on you guys.
Well, I know, but I do like that it is led by our staffs and developed by our staff, specifically Miss Strong. She worked really hard over the summer putting this together.
She's so hard on it.
Yeah. But because we were able as a staff to identify areas that we could work on, and who knows that better than people that work with them every day.
and I really like that, comparing other programs we've seen to this one. This one is pretty much tailored to the school. It's tailored to our students. It also gives us the ability to honestly stay away from the hot topics that are out there in other programs and just focus on building up our students to be good people.
Yeah, just being better people.
Yeah, that's our big focus. Yeah. We just want them to be good people.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of absolutely amazing students, so it's not a big stretch.
It was cool to 7th and 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, because we talked about goal setting, and then we had the students brainstorm goals that they wanted to work toward this year in achieving, and then broke that down in smaller goals to reach the bigger goals.
Such a good life skill to have.
I thought so too. And then they even came up with like a mission statement for the school. Like, we want our school to be a school that is known for, and then they finished that out. Most of them put like a school that is known for being kind to others, or I was impressed.
That's
Well,
awesome.
now we did have some that were like known for having sports. And I was like, well, let's keep that.
I don't know if that's going to happen, friends.
I mean, it would be nice, but that would make us just like every other school. So let's think about, bigger. And they did a good job. I was really impressed that 7th and 8th grade actually got into it because, it's hard to get them into anything.
I think also it gives them some ownership. The way that Miss Strong was explaining the program to me when we were talking about it earlier this summer, it came across as a program that not only is it tailored to our kids and our students and our staff and our needs, but it also gives them, they're not just listening to a lecture, they're participating, they're actively involved, and that gives them ownership. And if you give students ownership, they are much more likely to follow through with whatever challenges we do put in front of them.
True. And with the K2 kids, we more or less just focused on how to like express yourself in a positive way instead of like just if you're angry, like just losing it, or if you're nervous or excited, how to show that in healthy ways, breathing techniques and things like that. So I think it was a good day. I think it'll be beneficial. So I guess we just end it with. Is there anything just after these first couple of weeks that you would want parents to know or would be helpful if they did know or were able to help us out in some area?
One of the things I really wish I think our parents know this, but I don't think they know quite how passionate our teachers are. They know we've got great teachers. They know our teachers are passionate, but I don't know if our parents are fully aware, especially some of the newer families, just how passionate these teachers here at STARS are regarding education and how much they want every single child to be successful. It is really inspiring for me I'll be sitting in my office and at any given day I have at least 5 or 6 teachers who come in and they're like, hey, I have this one student, they're doing really well with this, and how can I build that up? Or this student seems to be struggling with this, what can we do? And they genuinely want to help every single student at this school be as successful as possible. And that's something, I've seen it in smaller increments at other schools. I've never seen it where it's literally the entire school just wants our kids to succeed.
Good. And to that point, so if a teacher or staff member contacts you about the kid, it's not to belittle them or complain about them. It's truly to figure out the best way to help them and succeed and be successful. So cool.
Yeah, it's a great part of STARS.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, now that is something that's more or less been that way since the beginning, even, but more so now for sure as we've added staff that believe in the vision that we have as a school. So. Cool. Well, thank you for sitting down on this Friday afternoon and chatting a little bit. And I'll let you go so we can start the weekend.
All right. Great 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Hope everybody has a good one.
Thanks for listening to the STARS podcast. Until next time, have a great day.